actually, biblical history has taught us that revelation is not inherited. Tell your neighbor, revelation is not inherited. It must be re-experienced in every generation. It must be re-experienced. That is why the best gift a parent can introduce their child is God. That even when you are away, He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. What you could not pass as inheritance, revelation, will come to them because they are before the revealer. Every parent should invest. The things you should teach your children is things like how to hear God. Teach your child how to hear God. Teach your child intimacy. How to build intimacy with God. Teach your child how to find their way when they lose it. These are secrets, very deep, and I wish I had time for each one of them. Because these are the core principles that guarantee the next revelation. How to hear God. How to build intimacy. How to find your way when you've lost it. Because God has created a way by grace for everybody who has lost it to know how to be restored. But there are many men and women who will never find it. The day they fall, they will never rise again. Never. Yet there are men you will notice. They have had failure in their lives. But the curve is as though only temporarily down, and tomorrow they rise to the next. They're like that. They're like that. They're like that. Yes, sometimes there is a regression, there's a stagnation, only for a while, but they're still aligned. And then they find their God again, and they run. When you know how. Bible says when a righteous man falls 7 times, he shall what? He shall rise. The end of that man is not to stay down. For a righteous man may fall 7 times. Proverbs 24 verses 16. And rise again. But he says, but the wicked shall fall by calamity, and he won't rise. So there's a consecration in the heart that must firstly be aligned a certain way. Because that heart understands brokenness. It understands, when the Bible says, the broken and contrite spirit I shall by